Hello students, welcome to Shiji International School. I am Charu Sharma. Today we are going to study the third part of our chapter, that is physical quantity and measurement. In the last lecture, we have studied what is volume and their measurement and SI unit. Today we are going to study what is area, or we say surface area, and their measurement. Before that, we should know volume is related to 3D, that is three-dimensional figure or the shape. That means while measuring volume we need length, breadth and height. Okay, but area is related to 2D, that is two-dimensional figures or shape. That means while measuring area, we need two physical quantities, that are length and breadth. Normally, while calculating the area of any two-dimensional object, we consider their thickness, or say their thickness is negligible, means not considerable. For example, area of cardboard or area of paper. While calculating the area of cardboard, we consider that the cardboard is having the negligible thickness, so we will calculate only their surface area. Fine. When we talk about any three-dimensional object and we want to calculate the space occupied by that object as a whole, we give the name to such quantity as volume. But when we talk about any two-dimensional object and we want to calculate the space occupied by that object, when we keep them down, then we give such physical quantity as the name area. Fine. Now you say, okay ma'am, this is fine, but do we never calculate the area of any three-dimensional object? The answer is no. We calculate, but while calculating the area of such object, we only consider the two parameters, that are either the length and the breadth, or the breadth and height, or the length and height. What does this mean? This means for such object, we do not consider the object as a whole, but we calculate only the one face. That means if I talk about a cube, it has 6 faces. So to calculate the area, we have to consider or calculate area 6 times for each faces, and to calculate the surface area occupied by the surface of the cube, we have to add all the surface area of these 6 faces. Right? Now I hope you know what is the basic difference between the area and volume, as the volume is related to the space occupied and area is related to the surface occupied. Okay, now we will start our area. What is area? Area is the surface occupied by an object, or it is the measure of the surface of a body. Okay, right? See here, for square and triangle we calculate the area directly, but for the cuboid and cube we have to calculate the surface area 6 times for each faces. And for cylinder, we see it has 3 surfaces, top, bottom and a curved surface which joins the top and the bottom surface. So we will calculate here the 3 surfaces area. Okay, now the SI unit of the area is square meter. Symbol is meter square. Okay, square meter is equal to the area of a square of a side 1 meter long. Means जिसके side क्या है 1 meter long है. See the figure of the square having 1 meter side each. Okay, we know area of the square is what? Side into side. Here the side is what? 1 meter. So area is equals to 1 meter into 1 meter, that gives us 1 meter square. As meter is 2 times, so we will write as m के power में 2, or we will call it as square meter. Now if we want to find the area of a field or a playground, this square meter is a smaller unit, so we need some bigger unit also. Such units are square decameter or hectare or square kilometer. This square decameter is also called acre. 1 acre is the area of the square whose side is 10 meter long, जिसके sides क्या होंगी 10 meter long होगी. And 1 hectare is the area of the square whose side is 100 meter long. Similarly, the square kilometer is the area of the square whose side is 1 kilometer, जिसकी हर एक साइड क्या होगी 1 किलोमीटर होगी. So we can write 1 acre is equals to 10 meter into 10 meter, which gives us 100 square meter. Similarly, 1 hectare is equals to 100 meter into 100 meter, because in the case of the hectare the side is 100 meter. So 100 into 100 will gives us 10 के पावर में 4 meter square. Similarly, 1 kilometer square or 1 square kilometer is equals to what? 1 kilometer into 1 kilometer, and 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meters. So we will get 1 square kilometer is equals to 10 के पावर में 6 square meter. Fine. So this is all about the bigger units. If we want to calculate the area of a small object like area of a cardboard, area of a sheet, rubber, etc., we need a smaller unit also. So square centimeter and square millimeter are the smaller units. Okay, so we know that 1 centimeter is equals to 1 upon में 100 meter, which can also be written as 10 के power में minus 2 meter. Fine. So we get 1 centimeter square or 1 square centimeter is equals to 10 के power में minus 4 square meter. Similarly, we will calculate 1 square millimeter is equals to 10 के power में minus 6 square meter, as 1 millimeter is equals to 1 by 1000 meter or 10 के power में minus 3 meter. Now see here, these were all the relations which we have seen. 1 acre is equals to 10 के power में 2 square meter or 100 meter square. Fine. We can also write it as 1 meter square or 1 square meter is equals to 10 के power में minus 2 acre. Similarly, you can learn this whole relations also by converting into the one form to another form. If we know the relation between the acre and the meter, so we can write 1 acre is equals to 10 के power में 2 meter square or 1 meter square is equals to 10 के power में minus 2 acre. Fine. Now moving to the measurement of area of regular object. The area of a regular object can be calculated using all the relations given here. But before applying this relation, we need to know the length, breadth or the radius of the object. This can be calculated using the ruler scale or measuring tape. Fine. For an example, if we want to calculate the area of the rectangle, we need length and breadth. Fine. So after that we get the value of the length and the breadth, we can calculate the area of rectangle. Similarly, for the area of the circle, we need to know the value of radius. Fine. Now moving to our next measurement, that is measurement of area of irregular object. To measure the area of irregular object, we need a graph paper. What is graph paper? It is the paper on which the horizontal and vertical lines are ruled at a constant interval of 1 mm. See here shown in the figure. This is a graph paper. There are some thick lines also, and the spacing between these thick lines is 1 centimeter, and the big square which is seen here is of 1 centimeter square or 1 square centimeter, and a small square is of 1 square millimeter. Okay. Now how we are going to calculate the area of irregular object using this graph paper? See, place a irregular object on this graph paper and draw their outline. Now remove this object. Then first you need to calculate the number of the complete square. So here there are 4 complete square which is marked as correct, that is the with tick mark. Okay. And secondly, you have to calculate the number of the half square or more than the half square within the outline. मतलब ऐसे squares जो कि आधे आ रहे हैं outline के अंदर या फिर आधे से ज़्यादा हैं, ठीक है, उनको हम लोग count करेंगे. So here there are 4 such incomplete square marked with dot. Okay. Now to calculate the area of irregular object, we say that the area of the irregular object is equals to sum of the area of the complete square and the area of the half square and more than half square. फाइन, तो हमारा जो एरिया होगा इरेगुलर स्क्वायर का वो किसके बराबर होगा, जो कंप्लीट स्क्वायर्स है उसके थ्रू जितना एरिया कवर हो रहा है वो, एंड जो हमने हाफ स्क्वायर्स कंसीडर किए, हाफ या फिर हाफ से जो ज़्यादा कवर कर रहा है आउटलाइन के अंदर, उन स्क्वायर्स का जो एरिया होगा उसको हम लोग यहाँ पे उन सब का जो सम होगा दैट इज इक्वल्स टू अवर एरिया ऑफ द इरेगुलर ऑब्जेक्ट. फाइन, सो सी हियर number of complete squares are 4 which is marked as tick, and the number of the incomplete square which is marked as dot is again the 4. So total number of squares कितने हो गए हमारे, that is denoted by n which is equals to 4 plus 4 that is 8. So what we have said that the area of the irregular square is what, that the area covered by this all incomplete squares and the complete square. Fine, so and we know that this square is having an area of 1 centimeter square. So here we are having the 8 squares. So the area of the irregular squares कितना हो जाएगा, 8 squares का, एक square का अगर area 1 centimeter square है तो 8 squares का कितना हो जाएगा, 8 into 1 centimeter square. Therefore we are getting the area of irregular square as 8 centimeter square or 8 square centimeter. Okay, the area which we are getting here is an approximate area as due to the incomplete square. Now here we have done with our area part. Okay, now moving to our next topic, that is speed. In your 6th class you have already learned when the body is in rest or in the motion. A body is said to be in rest when it does not change its position with respect to its surrounding, and when the body is changing its position with respect to surrounding, we said that the body is in motion. Fine, when a body is in motion, the length of the path traveled by it in a certain time is called the distance. तो पर्टिकुलर किसी टाइम में जितनी वो लेंथ ट्रैवल कर रहा है, फिर जितनी वो डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल कर रहा है, उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं कि उस बॉडी के थ्रू उतनी डिस्टेंस मूव्ड की गई है इन पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन. नाउ speed is the measure that tells us that how fast or slow any body is moving. speed से हमें क्या बताती है कि कितनी फास्टली या फिर कितनी स्लोली कोई भी बॉडी मूव कर रही है. Fine, there are many objects which are moving around us. To find which one is moving fast or slow, we measure the distance traveled by different object in the same time. सेम टाइम ड्यूरेशन में कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करा है, जो जितना ज़्यादा डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करेगा वो उतना फास्ट मूव कर रहा है, एंड जो जितना कम डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करेगा वो इतना स्लो मूव कर रहा है. ओके, फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल इफ आई से द कार विल ट्रैवल मोर डिस्टेंस दैन अ बुलक कार्ट इन द सेम टाइम interval, so we can say that the car moves faster than the bullock cart. Fine, so the idea about the motion of a body, that is how fast or slow a body is moving, can be obtained by the quantity known as speed. तो ये जो कितना फास्ट कोई भी बॉडी मूव कर रहा है या स्लो कर रहा है वो हम लोग किस फिजिकल क्वांटिटी से डिफाइन करते हैं, दैट इज नोन एज स्पीड. सो स्पीड कैन बी डिफाइंड एज द डिस्टेंस कवर्ड और ट्रेवल्ड बाय अ बॉडी इन यूनिट टाइम इज कॉल्ड द स्पीड ऑफ द बॉडी. So speed is equals to distance traveled upon में time taken. Here the speed is denoted by a small v and the distance traveled by the body is denoted by small d and time is denoted by small t. So we can write that speed, that is v, is equals to d by t, and we know that the SI unit of distance is what, meter, and the SI unit of time is second. So the speed, that I v is equals to d by t, and d unit can be written as meter and t unit can be written as second. So it is equals to meter by second, or we can say that meter per second, which can be written as meter second inverse. That means meter second के power में minus 1. So we will say that the SI unit of speed is meter per second or meter second inverse. If we talk about longer distances travel, for example if we are traveling from Indore to Agra, so we calculate speed in kilometer per hour. The speed of the train, aeroplane, bus all are calculated in kilometer per hour as they uses to travel a long distances. Kilometer per hour can be written as km h के power में -1. Now see here the relation between the kilometer per hour and the meter per second. 1 kilometer per hour can be written as 1 kilometer upon में 1 hour, that is equals to 1 kilometer is equals to what, 1000 meters. So in place of 1 kilometer we can write it as a 1000 meter, and 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. So in place of 1 hour we can write it as a 3600 second, that is equals to 5 meter upon में 18 second. This 5 meter upon में 18 second can also be written as 10 upon में 36 meter per second or meter second inverse. So we can say that 36 kilometer per hour is equals to 10 meter per second. Fine. Similarly, if distance measured in centimeters, so we write the speed unit as centimeter per second, and 100 centimeter per second is equals to 1 meter per second. As we know that 1 meter is equals to 100 seconds. So we can say that 100 centimeter per second is equals to 1 centimeter per second. There are some points which we have to remember. What was they? First one is 18 kilometer per hour is equals to 5 meter per second, or 36 kilometer per hour is equals to 1 meter per second, which we have studied. Okay. Third point is 1 kilometer per minute is equals to कितना होता है 16.67 meter per second. So this values you have to remember while solving the numerical. So every time you need to calculate it again and again. So remember and learn it. Fine. Now second point is what? All the vehicle is having a speedometer which is used to measure the speed of the vehicle, right? Speedometer show the speed of the vehicle at that instant. Okay, so here we have done with the measurement of area and speed. In the next lecture we will study the measurement of density. Thank you.